Hi, it's Joe. Welcome to the Quilt Report. I'm doing a couple of things today. One is I'm working on a new class I'm putting together. I'm going to try it out this Saturday at my Quilt Freedom Workshop. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But I just got this book this week from my friend Dora Cary. She lives down in San Luis Obispo. I met her years ago. I don't even remember how many years ago, probably about 10. I've met her a couple of times. She identifies herself to me as the very tall quilter, which she is. When I meet a woman that I look straight in the eye with, I know that's an unusual day. Dora was born in Romania and came here in her early 20s, I believe, and makes really nice quilts. She has a company called Orange Dot Quilts. Orange Dot Quilts. You can look them up and find her, and probably find this book called Quilt and Never Skip Dessert. I immediately looked through it and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be nice. It's some nice patterns, and it's all about a 9-patch and 9-patch variations. Oh, and then there's dessert things in there. Well, what I didn't notice the first time through was that Dora tells you her whole life story in a series of chapters here. She tells you about being born and growing up in communist Romania, and what it was like as a little girl, what it was like as a growing young woman, and then what it was like to come here to the States and get accustomed to a whole new world, really. It's a fascinating read, and I enjoyed it very much. It's like terrific to read a first-hand account of what it's like to go through a journey like that. Really great. And then you get all the quilt stuff too. Dora Cary's book, Quilt and Never Skip Desserts. And the dessert recipes also start with her time in Romania and with the materials that they had on hand. And then it goes through, so the desserts follow her life story. It's really interesting. And I'm also working on my class here. This is a class I'm going to call kaleidoscopic because of this. Once you make these blocks according to my instructions, yours will look completely different than mine. Then you can turn them any way you want and create wholly different and new designs, you know, with every rotation. And I haven't done the math. Somebody else can do the math and tell you how many possibilities there are with 4 blocks with 4 sides each, how many ways you could turn them. I'm just turning these this way for one variation. But the main thing is that your blocks won't, like I say, they won't look like mine, but they will be kaleidoscopic. You'll be able to turn them, any of their 4 sides. They don't have to be symmetrical or even vaguely symmetrical. As you can see, these aren't exact duplicates of each other. This was my original block, and then I made other ones that just use this as an idea, and I tried to replicate it, but because they're improvised, I can't do it exactly. So I'm working on that. I'm going to be showing how to do that. I'm going to be doing a little version of this workshop this Saturday at my Quilt Freedom Workshop, where I'm going to have Luke Haynes and Julie Silber and a workshop for you. And it's going to be recorded. You'll be able to watch it whenever and wherever you are. All the information for my Quilt Freedom Workshop and my Patreon, my website, all that stuff, it's in the links below here in the description. So you can just click on any of those whenever you want. That's it. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you next time.